Namaste everyone, welcome to Cheeto Maths. Today we are going to solve some problems from the very first exercise of coordinate geometry in grade 10 optional maths. While solving problems, I'll show you how to carefully analyze the figure because in coordinate geometry, analyzing the figure is the key to solving questions correctly. So before jumping to problems, I want to discuss few formulas here. The formulas are as follows. So things to remember, the equation of a line passing through the point and the slope m is given by y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. This is the formula for the equation of a line which passes through a particular point and with the slope m. And the another point is, I think this is, you are familiar with this. The slope of the line is equals to y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Change in y divided by change in x, which is also rise over run. Now another one, the slope of the line, when we have the equation in this form, ax plus by plus c equals to 0. So in that case, it is equals to minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. And also the another one is slope of the line is equals to tan theta. I hope you know what's theta. Theta is the angle between the line and the x-axis, basically the positive x-axis, and it is measured anti-clockwise. So yeah, also in the last class we discussed about the angle between the two lines, which is given by the formula tan theta equals to plus minus m1 minus m2 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. I hope you remember the cases when it will be parallel, when it will be perpendicular. Basically, when two lines are parallel, I hope you know the relation between them, and when they are perpendicular to each other, what's the relation between their slopes. So let's not waste time and directly go to the problems which we are going to discuss today. Let's read the question carefully because understanding the question is the most important thing. Find the equation of a line which passes through the point 3, 4. Okay, let's consider a line. This is a line which passes through 3, 4. Okay, let's label the point. I'm saying again, the points, the figure is not accurate. We are going to make a rough sketch. And this line is parallel to the another line whose equation is given. So the equation of that line is, let's say this is the parallel line, and let's say its equation is 3x plus 4y minus 12. You need to find the equation of this line. Okay, let's start it. Now, how we find the equation of a line? If you remember, I gave you the formula to find the equation of a line. It is y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1, where m is the slope, x1, y1 is a point, is basically the coordinate of a point where the line passes through. That means from here we can compare 3 and 4 are basically x1 and y1. So there's a one point, we are done with that. Now we have to find the slope of this line. To find the slope of the required line, you can see we have a relation between them. It is given the lines are parallel. If lines are parallel, we know their slopes will be same. Yes, the slope of the parallel lines are same. That means we have a point, we have a slope, then we can easily find the equation of the line. Let's get started. So let's find the slope of the line. So here we'll write the equation of the line is 3x plus 4y minus 12 equals to 0. Let's find the slope. So the slope of the line is equal to, can I write directly, minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. So it is minus 3 by 4. Now as we know, the parallel lines, they are parallel lines, so their slope will be same. So then can I write the slope of the parallel line, parallel line is equal to minus 3 by 4 is equal to minus 3 by 4, right? Because the slope are same, right? Now I guess we can find the equation of a line now. So we have the passing point, the line passes through 3, 4, and we know the equation of a line, the equation of the line equals to y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1, or we can write y minus 4 equals to minus 3 by 4 x minus 3. Let's simplify it. So it will be x minus 3, 4y minus 16 minus 3x plus 9, or 3x plus 4y minus 6 minus 9 equals to 0, which is 3x plus 4y minus 25 equals to 0. Therefore, the equation of required line is 3x plus 4y minus 25 equals to 0. I hope you understood each and every step, why and where we are using the formulas. As we know, we have to find the equation of a line, and the formula is y minus y1 mx minus x1. Need a point and a slope. Because we have a relation between the lines, we easily found the slope, and using the formula we found the equation of a line. Let's go to the next now. Okay, here is the next question. Again, let's read the question, analyze the figure, and try to solve it. Find the equation of the lines. That means not only one line. You need to find the equation of the lines which passes through. That means I think both of the line passes through 2, 4 and makes an angle 60 degree with this line. That means this is one line. Let's suppose this is the line, and the equation of this line is y equals to minus root 3x plus 2. And both of the lines passes through, let's say this is 2, 4. Let's say the coordinate, or let's name this as P. This is 2, 4. Okay, both of the line passes through this point. Let's say this passes through the point and makes an angle 60 degree, right? There's another line also, see, it can make also 60 degree, is also passing through that point 2, 4. Okay, this is the possible figure. Now let's mention whatever we have drawn. Let P 2 comma 4 be a point, and let's say this is point A, this is point B. So PA and PB be the lines which makes 60° with the line y equals to -3x plus 2. Okay, so we made the possible figure. Now, what do you think which formula we have to use here? Because the only relation between the two lines here is the angle, which is 60°. And if you remember, we know the formula to find the angle between the two lines, which is tan theta is equals to plus minus m1 minus m2 m plus m1 m2. Since we know the angle between the two lines is equal to it's 60, right? So can I write tan 60? For now, what we will do, we'll consider the slopes, because here from here you'll get the two values, positive and negative. For now, let's consider the slope of the required lines represented by m, and m2 is the slope of this line, this given line. So what's the slope? The slope of this line is minus root 2. So I can write m2 as minus root 2, root 3. Now what's tan 60? Tan 60 is root 3. So plus minus, it will be 1 plus root 3 divided by 1 minus root 3m. Now what we will do, we'll take the positive value and negative value. So you'll get two different values of m. So taking positive value here, what we will get? We'll get root 3 equals to m plus root 3, 1 minus root 3m, and here we'll take the negative value. Let's take the negative value, so it will be minus m plus root 3 minus root 3m. Let's solve it. Let's simplify it. After solving it, you'll get m as 0. This is one possible value, and from here the negative value we are getting m as root 3. So that means there are two possible values of m, 0 and root 3. Let's find the equation of the lines with this slope. So the equation of the line passing through, what was the point? Passing through P 2, 4 and with slope m equals to 0 is given as y minus y1 equals to m x minus x1. So I guess this is completely 0 and y minus 4. That's the one equation. Let's find the another one. Similarly, the other equation of the line is equal to y m x minus x1. So y, what's y1? It's 4, and then what's m in this case? Root 3. That's the equation 2. So the required lines are x minus y equals to 0 and y minus 4 equals to 0 and root 3x minus y plus 4 minus 2 root 3 equals to 0. I hope it's clear. So this was little bit different. We have the angle between the lines. So according to that, we made a figure and we tried a question, and here is the solution. So let's read the question. It says we have to find the equation of perpendicular bisector. So perpendicular bisector, right? I hope you know what's perpendicular bisector. It's a line which bisects a line segment. So let's say this is perpendicular bisector and it's bisecting the line segment joining A to B. And here it is given that the points are 5, 4 and 7, 12. That means it's bisect the line equally. This is what? The middle value of A to B. That means midpoint of A to B. And you have to find the equation of this line. So how do you do it? Obviously, it's a perpendicular bisector, means it's a line. And for the line, what we need? We need a slope and a point. So do we have the slope? No. Do we have the point for the perpendicular bisector? No. But remember this perpendicular bisector. This will help us to find the slope. So here, will it make 90° here? Yes, it will make 90° here. And we know that when two lines are perpendicular, the relation between the slopes is m1 times m2 equals to -1. With the help of this, we can find the slope of perpendicular bisector. But how to find the slope of AB then? We can do it because we have the 2 points, right? The slope of A to B, it can be done with the formula y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, that means with that we can find the slope. We are done with the slope, but what about a point? For that point, if you can see here m is the midpoint. And with the midpoint formula, we can find the slope, we can find the coordinate of point M. Right? Let's get started. So right here, let's say this is L. Let L be the perpendicular bisector of the line joining A 5, 4 and B 7, 4, and M be the midpoint of AB. So using midpoint formula, what will be the midpoint M? So M is equals to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, which can be written as 5 plus 7 by 2, 4 plus 12 by 2, which is 6 and 9. So that means the coordinate of M will be 6, 9. So we are done. We found the point of a line, a perpendicular bisector. Now we need to work for the slope. Also, the slope of the line joining AB is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So we can write 12 minus 4 divided by 7 minus 5, which is 8 divided by 2, which can be written as 4. That means slope is 4. So if we consider slope of the bisector as m2 and the slope of AB is m1, so can we write m1 times m2 equals to -1? Let's say this is m1. So it will be 4 m2 equals to 1, or minus 1, my bad, minus 1. So it will be m2 equals to -1 by 4. That's the slope of the required line, slope of the perpendicular bisector. So we have a slope and we have a point. So we can find the equation of perpendicular bisector, right? The equation of perpendicular bisector is y minus y1 m x minus x1. So if you see the points, the coordinates we are going to use is 9 equals to -1 by 4 x minus 6. The point was 6 comma 9, and the slope which we are going to use is -1 by 4 because that's the slope of perpendicular bisector. So we have 4y minus 9 minus 1 x minus 6. So 4y minus 36 minus x plus 6, or we can write x plus 4y minus 42 equals to 0. Okay, here's the another question. Let's read it. 1 comma 2 and 3 comma 8 are the pairs of opposite vertices of a square. That means it's a square. We need a square for that. Let's make a square. So here is a square, and it says that 1 comma 2 and 3 comma 8 are the opposite vertices. That means if I consider the square as ABCD, so A is 1 comma 2 and C is 3 comma 8. That means we need to find the equation of the diagonals. This one, AC. AC is a line. You can see we have AC, right? Because we have AC, the slope of AC we can find easily. We have a point also. That means we are done. We can find the equation of AC easily. But as we know, there are two diagonals of a square. So we need for BD. Now how we will gonna work here? As we know the property of a square that diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. That means bisect each other at 90, and BD is also a line, AC is also a line, two lines making 90 degree. That means we have a relation between their slopes, right? ABCD be a square with opposite vertices A 1 comma 2 and C 3 comma 8. We have to find the equation of the diagonals. Okay, so can I write that slope of AC is what? y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, right? What's y2? We can consider 8 minus 2, 3 minus 1. 6 divided by 2, which is what? 3. That means slope of AC is 3. If slope of AC is 3, then slope of BD, right? How we will find it? How to find the slope of BD? If I consider this one as M1, this one as M2, Can I write that m1 into m2 is equals to -1? Why? Because they are what? Because they are perpendicular to each other, right? So, what do you think? What will be the slope? It is m1 is 3, m2 -1. So we can say that m2 is -1/3. That means slope of BD equals to -1/3. And we know the property that the diagonals of a square bisect each other at 90 degree. Bisect means these two will be equal. Bisect. Here is the point of intersection. If I consider this as M, we can find the coordinates of M, right? We can write here the diagonals of square bisect each other at 90 degree. So M is the midpoint of AC, right? So M will be 3 plus 1 divided by 2, 8 plus 2 divided by 2, which is 4/2, 10/2. That means 2, 5. We have the coordinate 2, 5, right? M. So we can find the equation of AC and BD easily now. Let's do it. So the equation of diagonal AC is equal to y minus y1 m x minus x1. What was the slope? It's m1, I guess, right? What was the slope? The slope was 3. Now, if you see the point, there are 3 points on the diagonal AC. You can choose any one. All of them will give the same answer. Fine. So, I'm going to let this one 2 and this one 1, because I'm going to take point as 1, 2, and the slope, if you see the slope is what? Slope is 3. So the point is 1, 2, slope is 3. So y minus 2 and 3x minus 3. So you can write the equation will be 3x minus 4 minus 1 equals to 0. That's a slope. That's the equation of diagonal AC. Now we are going to find the equation of diagonal. What is that? BD. The equation of diagonal BD, again the same formula. I think the point which we are going to use here, the midpoint 2, 4, and the slope of BD was -1/3. So y minus 5 minus 1/3 x minus 2, which is 3y minus 5 minus 1 x minus 2, and it is going to be 3y minus 15 minus x plus 2 x plus 3y minus 17 equals to 0. So that's the two required equation of the line. The diagonals AC and BD. So we solved few problems and saw how analyzing the figure makes it easier to understand coordinate geometry. So try to analyze the figure, because with that you'll know which formula where to apply and what will be the next step. That all going to help you.